Please welcome to the stage Senator Ben Ray Lujan.
Well, good evening, everyone. I hope you all know that the way that I approach things, and I think that many of us agree with this, is you get things done as a family. And first, I can't thank Voices enough for allowing me just to share a few words with you, and every one of you that lifts voices up, that helps AmeriCorps. Can we give AmeriCorps a round of applause, by the way? We do this as a family, and Senator Markey shared a little bit of this, but we all have a responsibility when it comes to service. The greatest service often is the service that you're doing when no one else is watching. The generosity that you share with a stranger, maybe on the side of a street, or where I grew up, a 2-lane road, not paved. Someone gets a flat tire, you pull over, you help them change it, tell them good luck, and you go on your way. No one knows it's you, but you probably positively impacted someone's life. That's service. The leaders that I met along the way from AmeriCorps, one person at a time, one leader at a time, someone else believing in them, opening up a door, creating a scholarship opportunity, but that one person with what they're going to do with AmeriCorps, whether it's around conservation or making a tremendous difference on our public lands, or being a tutor to someone else, lifting someone else up who may have a challenge with the math problem and finding a way through and giving them the confidence to succeed. I find myself in rooms that I'm probably not supposed to be in. I don't have the incredible education that many of my colleagues do from these institutions. I'm very proud of the Division II school that I went to, don't get me wrong. But it was a D2 school. And so when I'm sitting across the table from degreed individuals from you name it, successful individuals that have launched businesses or sold them off, or sitting across the way from the President of the United States. The one thing that my parents always prepared me for is you listen when you're at that table, and you listen not just so you're learning, but you listen so that you know when it's your turn to speak up. And I hope that we all know in this room that you're at the table because you belong at the table. You have to fight to get there. You're not going to be the last one that gets there, but you ensure that you make a difference when you're there. I found my way to become a United States Senator because I was an intern on Capitol Hill in a U.S. House office that I later got elected to. And so all the interns in here, like, what are you waiting for? You better get busy and get after it. But it's what you do when you're at that table and you hear and you get a chance to speak. I still remember the first time I met with President Barack Obama. And I tried to hold my own from the shoulder up, but from the knees down, I was shivering. And it was a tough conversation, and I was with several colleagues. And there's something magical that happens when the President of the United States reaches across the table and does one of these to you. It makes you shiver a little bit more. But you know you connect. You know there was something magical that just happened because you were able to get such an incredible leader to reach across and to show you their emotion, to show you whatever that passion is within. You connected and you made a difference. And because of that particular meeting, millions of lives got better. And it wasn't a position that we shared eye to eye. But through conversation, it's one of those reminders, that particular meeting, that you can move a ship. You can change the direction. That's what Voices is. That's what you all are doing. And to be an example to me, I just can't thank you enough for letting me come in and chat. To receive this with another incredible leader who's not here yet, but Judy Chu. If you don't know United States Representative Judy Chu, you need to get to know her. She's an incredible leader, a strong leader, And just so you all know, don't underestimate Judy Chu. You want Judy Chu on your side in a conversation and an argument. You also want Gwen Moore on your side, I'm just going to tell you right now, because you can move mountains with her as well. But to everyone here, just thank you for what you do. Thank you for this as well. This means a lot to me. Our friend Chris Coons just arrived, and I know I'm going to get in trouble by naming all the honorees here. But for me, I'll close with this. Look, a year ago I had a stroke. And we all have those times in our lives where you don't know if it's it. But because of it, those experiences, you have a new outlook on whatever is happening. This recognition that you're putting forward to leaders across the country is a recognition of kindness, of generosity. And as Senator Markey said, who are we to be on this stage rather than you? I can't thank you enough for letting me be seen again. Because when folks tell me, and Chris can attest to this, my colleagues on the floor say, it's good to see you. My response now is good to be seen. Because I don't know if I would see them again. But I'll never forget the kindness of the people in that hospital. Not just the neurosurgeons, not just the therapists and the nurses, but the folks that kept the room looking clean, or that prepared the incredible meal, and the meal that you're all about to have. Don't forget about them. And remember to say thank you and open doors. That's a good thing too. But be respectful to others. Treat others with respect and dignity, because that alone is sharing of generosity. And if we all did a little more of that, everything would be a whole lot better. So everyone, thanks for having me today. What an honor. Thank you.